They've been the go-to shop for Tuscaloosians for costumes, party favorites, and much more. But now they're closing up shop and moving to the web. I'm Bradley Whittington. Find out what local business is moving all their business to the internet coming up on WVUA News.
And it may be time to clean out the old jewelry box. Gold is reaching a new high. And I can barely contain myself after seeing our reporter in his pink wig. We are glad you're here with us tonight. I'm Lynn Brooks.
And I'm Janie Wallace, in for Terry Brewer. Topping the news tonight, birthdays, Halloweens, Christmas parties, you name it, Tuscaloosa's Party Makers has been helping people celebrate for years. And now store owners say they are pulling the plug on the party and closing up shop. But does that mean the party is over? WVUA's unpredictable Bradley Whittington has more in tonight's top story.
It's been the go-to place for party favorites in Tuscaloosa for over a decade. But now Party Makers owners say they are closing its doors.
We've been here 14 years, and for 10, our revenues went up straight. And then for the last 4, they've been going down. And it's gotten to the point where it's not paying the bills here at the store.
Customers say they are sad to see the store go.
It's sad because they have so much stuff that's really cheap or whatever, and they have a good variety of items to get.
It's going to be very sad because a lot of party things that you need really for any occasion, you could find it here.
And with a store closing up shop comes a store closing sale with prices even party animals can't pass up.
We're selling piñatas 50% because we don't want to move those. We don't sell those online. Anything that we don't sell online, we're trying to move out.
Although Party Makers is closing its doors, there's no need to worry because you'll still be able to buy your favorite party items. Kind of like this one, which I might buy before I leave here today. Even though they're closing the doors on the brick and mortar building, Party Makers says customers can still shop for their favorite items online.
We're going to try to let the local people order from us, and if they'll just put a comment on the order, you know, that they would like to pick it up at our warehouse, we're going to have it packed and bagged for them, and we'll take off the shipping.
So even though the party is coming to a close in downtown Tuscaloosa, the Lamberts say they hope the party will continue online. Reporting in Tuscaloosa, Bradley Whittington, WVUA News.
Just never know what Bradley Whittington is going to do. The Lamberts say they plan on closing August 10th. They'll be out of the building by the end of the month.
Local business and community leaders paid special recognition to Tuscaloosa City's schools' new superintendent. The Chamber of Commerce of West Alabama and the Rotary Club of Tuscaloosa hosted a special lunch today for Dr. Paul McKendrick. Dr. McKendrick was the guest speaker at the luncheon as well. McKendrick said as he prepares to take over as the new leader, he will be reaching out to the community to get feedback on what people would like to see in the school system.
Going to be out in the community in the next month or so and just listening, having people tell me what it is we're doing good or doing well. What are the things that they would like for us to do, and what are the things that we should stop doing?
Dr. McKendrick will officially start on September 1st.
The City of Tuscaloosa's 90-day moratorium on rebuilding is about to expire. City officials put the moratorium in place after the April 27th tornado, allowing some time for leaders to come up with a rebuilding plan. Tuscaloosa Forward Task Force leader John McConnell says even though the moratorium has been in place, commercial properties are allowed to rebuild right now with a few stipulations.
They must meet some design criteria in order to get that permit, and residences are the same way. You have some minimum standards that you would need to comply with in order to rebuild, but you are allowed to rebuild under the moratorium because it is a limited moratorium now.
McConnell says the moratorium expires August 2nd. He does not know if the council will extend it.
Now that the deadline to apply for financial assistance from FEMA has passed, officials say they're not packing up and leaving town. The U.S. Small Business Administration still has 2 temporary disaster loan outreach centers that are open. They are located at the McDonald Hughes Center and at the American Legion Post in Tuscaloosa. Officials are also urging disaster survivors to stay in touch to maximize their recovery. FEMA can still be reached by calling 1-800-621-3362 or through their website. And for a shortcut to that, just go to WVUATV.com, click numbers and links. Officials say if your loan was denied by the SBA, you have 6 months to request a review or have your application reconsidered.
Alabama may need hundreds of millions of dollars more to repair storm damage. State officials say Alabama could need as much as $400 million in government grants. This is in addition to what they'll get from FEMA and other sources. Officials say the state may not be able to count on the federal community development block grant to make up the difference. They are urging community leaders to keep their plans in line with economic conditions.
Finding comfort after a disaster is hard for anyone, but especially for children. And that's why one Tuscaloosa boy is handing out furry friends to little ones. It's called Operation Teddy Bear. And today they were at Central Church of Christ in Tuscaloosa giving away stuffed animals to children in the neighborhood. It was started by a 10-year-old William Eady. William's mother said he wanted to help children affected by the storms get a new friend to hold on to as they recover from the disaster.
He saw a teddy bear sitting on the couch and said, "Mom, I've got to do something to help kids, make them feel secure and safe." And so he collected 46 stuffed animals from our house and began passing them out on Crescent Ridge Road.
So far, nearly 4,000 teddy bears have been given away, and you can learn more about Operation Teddy Bear including find out where to donate just by going to Facebook and searching Operation Teddy Bear Tuscaloosa.
On your Money Watch, now is a good time to clean out the old jewelry box. Gold has hit a record high. Gold prices have topped $1,600 an ounce. They're getting a boost from Europe's debt crisis and uncertainty over the U.S. debt ceiling. There's also good news for silver. Its prices are also higher. They rose above $40 an ounce for the first time since early May. And speaking of money, there's a little good news coming down from Capitol Hill. President Obama is saying there's been some progress in negotiations. Obama praised a proposal from a bipartisan group called the Gang of Six, who say they're getting close to an agreement. There are 2 weeks left for lawmakers to reach a deal over the nation's debt ceiling.